Tuesday, May 27th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here in the Weather on the Ones Forecast Center. There's a look from the Avalon Pier web camera just before sunrise this morning. Temperature sitting at 72 there along that portion of the Outer Banks. Fairly gusty west-southwesterly wind in place. Yesterday, very warm Memorial Day temperatures all across the region. Highs well into the 80s in most spots. Even Boone up at 78, just shy of 90 in a couple sites such as Fayetteville, Columbia, and Richmond yesterday. Currently, these are 5:30 temperatures early on this Tuesday morning. 60s and 70s all across the viewing area. And not just mild, but quite muggy too. There's our dew point temperatures, well up into the 60s, even 71 degrees for a dew point temperature rather down in Columbia. Those are pretty muggy dew points that are in place across the region. Yesterday, we had some scattered thunderstorms develop in the high country and then work southeastward from there. They were widely scattered as they got out into the Piedmont zones, and really the overall setup today, not much change from yesterday. That trough still in place, so as we go through today, look for a scattering of storms to fire. This was the radar from about noon until 10 p.m. yesterday. A couple of more intense, actually through 8 p.m. yesterday, a couple of more intense thunderstorms. One produced a lot of lightning, some gusty winds over Davidson County in the evening, and really the most intense thunderstorm around the region was this one that affected parts of Catawba, Lincoln, North Mecklenburg, and southern parts of Iredell County. That storm produced some locally heavy rain for a period of time up that way. And you notice the distribution of rain, very uneven with this scattered thunderstorm type of setup, but that storm down there in Lincoln, Catawba, Iredell counties produced several reports of wind damage, some tree limbs coming down, and there was some hail involved too. Also some hail involved with that storm up and the Virginia border areas there that was about 7/10 of an inch in diameter, about 7:09 yesterday evening. Now this is the radar imagery and the satellite imagery this morning. Pretty quiet start to the day in many spots, but off to the west of us. First of all, some areas of showers in Kentucky and West Virginia, but also some recent thunderstorms have popped in eastern Tennessee and the mountains of North Carolina that are working generally eastward. And so that's just kind of a sign of things to come today with some scattered storms on the way. Big mass of rain, by the way, also moving through Texas early this morning. So here's the deal. As we go into the afternoon, look for scattered thunderstorms to fire. And like yesterday, the storms that do form could produce some hail and some gusty winds and a good deal of cloud-to-ground lightning. Probably a little bit of a decrease in the coverage of storms overall tomorrow, but there will still be some out there tomorrow afternoon. And then this front backs in here from the north, so I expect a good coverage of showers and thunderstorms as Thursday unfolds. Let's look at some regional highs over the next few days. Here we go today, upper 80s to lower 90s, and then tomorrow even a little bit hotter. Many spots 90 or better across the region, and then we begin to scale temperatures downward Thursday with that front approaching from the north. Now check out the dew point forecast here and watch those drier dew point temperatures over the northeast gradually work our way. And that'll take over as we get into the weekend, and that'll provide us with some pretty good looking weekend weather. High pressure nosing in from the north, the zone of showers and storms off to the south of us, so really it looks like a pretty good weekend setup. Some warm afternoons and comfortable nights, and most of us probably seeing a dry weekend forecast unfold. So there's the upper level 500 millibar chart off the European today. Closed upper low over Texas and Oklahoma that really does not move a great deal. This is all the way out to Friday of this week. So let's take it very quickly one day at a time. There's tomorrow. A lot of rain and storms in eastern Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas with that upper level low, but some widely scattered or isolated storms around here. And then as that front approaches from the north, you see that increase in the coverage of thunderstorms for Thursday, and that front will continue to work further to the south. So the zone of showers and storms gradually gets pushed further to the south over the weekend. So there is Saturday and there is Sunday. There's Saturday. I didn't put Sunday on there, but that's Saturday. And Sunday looks even drier across the Carolinas. Now, this was the GFS model, and this is all the way out to next Saturday, the 7th. And it's been pretty insistent that some type of little tropical low could try to work up towards somewhere in the southeast around the 6th or the 7th, somewhere in that time frame. It's getting to that time of year. Tropical season officially begins the 1st of June, and it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility you could begin to see some type of weak tropical system begin to spin up as you get into June. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.